Okay, back at it again. Just got the last piece of the puzzle. Here are S&S injectors directly from S&S RF Garage. They're 300% over. So yeah, that's a huge upgrade. A huge shout out to S&S for being a partner with us and making sure we have all the fuel that we need to make this happen. Here's another look at the motor. It's pretty much done, essentially. Just the injectors. I need to seat the cups, injectors, and then valve covers and harness and stuff. And then it should be ready to go in. I should be able to button this up today, I'm hoping. Get the starter, the dipstick, those couple things up top for the injector stuff. And then in the car. Already got the car in the shop, so this is good. More progress every day. Here it is. Excited, that's for sure. Thanks again, S&S. All right, one more quick video on injector install process. So these are the cups for the LB7 cylinder heads. Again, these are OEM cylinder heads, and they utilize these OEM GM cups. These are brand new from GM, never been used. They have those two O-rings there, and then the sealing surface is down here towards the end. So essentially right in here is the sealing surface. Those are the SoCal Diesel billet hold downs, and then our S&S fuel injectors, 300% over. Yeah, these are brand new injectors. Just got them from S&S. And then in the cylinder head, it's hard to see, but that's the injector bore down there. That cup goes into that hole there, and it seals coolant from combustion and then from oil as well. So those are the three things that it's sealing in there. That's all happening on these surfaces, right? Between the O-rings, that seals the oil and coolant, and then combustion gets sealed down here on this part of the cup. LB7 heads are prone to eroding down in there. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm using my flashlight here. This cylinder head is a good casting that we went with. So again, this is an OEM head. This head is from 2003. It's, you know, all of 20 years plus old. Who knows when it was casted? I'm sure it was casted before 2003 because that's the year the truck it came out of. So they're probably 22 years old-ish, about. But they've been gone through. They're all rebuilt, reconditioned, ready to rock. So we're using it. Here we go. So our torque wrench is already set for 55 foot-pounds. We're going to torque this thing is done. So here we go. It's pretty quick and easy. Same thing to the other side. And once the other side's installed, then I'll go back and recheck all 8. Okay, so here's the finished product. All 8 injectors are in, all cups are in, billet hold downs, and everything's torqued. Here's number 1 right there. See, this is number 1, number 3, number 5, number 7, and this is the passenger bank, right side of the engine. We'll in and on. Same thing over here on this side. This is the even bank, 8, 4, 6, 4, and 2. All torqued, all checked, and all done. So there it is. Injectors are installed. So the ugly part of the job here. Here's the valve cover. It's been sitting there for 2 months with its nasty ass oil in there. I gotta clean this gasket out. See that? All that needs to get scraped out. This is the not so fun part of the job. You know, I don't typically record any of this when I do it. This magically happens, you know. Obviously, I have to take the time to make it happen. So I already did one. Here's some stuff on the ground. This one's essentially done. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's gonna work. There it is right there. So gotta clean up this one, and then we can finish installing it. The lowers were simple to clean. The upper portion of the valve cover, right? The LB7s have, or all the Duramaxes, they have a lower and upper. So this is the fun part. And the parts cleaning table out here outside. Yep, this is where it happens at. We got some purple power right there. We got the valve covers, or valve cover. I already did the other one. Spray it down, hose it off. That's what we do. Yeah. Woo. This is how I get after it. All right, so the lower valve covers are on both sides. The uppers are cleaned. Harnesses are cleaned. So we can go ahead and put the silicone on now to seal the that part of the uppers. I'm going to install the wiring harnesses first. Silicone there for the wiring harnesses, both sides. Silicone the upper portions of the valve covers, and then install them, and then do injector lines. This thing will be completely sealed up with the exception of that hole there. So essentially that's where we're at. All right, here we go. On the cherry picker, getting ready to go in. Motor mounts are on. Motor is fully dressed. Good to go. Starter is in. Dipstick is in. There's the dipstick. Ties into the motor mount. It goes down the oil pan. Everything is good to go. So it is being dropped in now. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. First test fit. It's pretty tight with the new girdle on the cross member and steering. We'll see how it ends up once it's completely bolted in. But technically it's in there. We'll see. I'll have to get after it once I get back from our trip. So every day, just a little closer.